Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Argya Marika Putra, with student ID number 2024322091, majoring information system at ITP Lens. And today I want to show you about web scraping for the theory and practicum. For the practicum, there are two methods. For the first one, using the web extensions, and then the second one using Jupyter Notebook via Python. Uh, but first, let me tell you about the theory. For the first one, there are definition of web scraping. Web scraping is the process of automatically collecting data from websites using scripts or programs. Uh, and then the second one, the data is extracted from the HTML structure of web pages. And then scraped data can be stored in CSV file or database. And then for core libraries for web scraping, there are multiple, such as requests. It's used to send HTTP protocol request to your website, and then Beautiful Soup used to parse HTML and extract data, and then CSV used to save scraping results into CSV format. And then for importance of data and data processing, data is the foundation of accurate decision making, and then raw data must be processed to become meaningful information. And then for the data processing helps identify patterns, trends, and predictions. And then for practical session conclusion, the browser extension or web extension, as I said before, is easier for beginners. And then for the Jupyter Notebook via Python, scraping is more flexible and customizable. And then for Python provides full control over the data collection process. And then for the definition of big data refers to large and complex data sets. Traditional data processing methods are not sufficient to handle it, and then big data is characterized by the 5V: volume, velocity, variety, veracity, and value. And then for data collection tools, there are Scrapy, Python from web crawling, and then Beautiful Soup, library for HTML or XAML parsing, Apache Kafka, platform for real-time data processing, Apache Flume, tool for transferring large log data, and then API, and browser extension, structured and easy data collection methods. And then for the last one, web scraping and big data are closely related in data collection and processing. Python is an important tool because it is flexible and easy to develop. Proper data processing can produce useful and valuable information. And then moving on to the practicum. Okay, for the first one, I will show you how to scrape using web extension. In here, for the first one, just simply inspect and make sure you already downloaded the extension web scraper via here, manage extension. And then here I already scraped this website. Here I already select the table. Let me show you the selector. From here I use the selector table. Here table Harvard University until Shanghai Jiaotong University. And then in here select, let me show you, just select, simply select, and then data done selecting. And then here there are some multiple warning because the column cannot contains such as white space, underscore, symbol, and etc. Let me show you. I choose national regional rank, and yes, okay, just simply save, but I already done it, so none of it matters. And then for the metadata, I use PC6, referring to my share PC back at the laboratorium, and then the URL, and then save. And for the scrape, just simply scrape and then start scraping. The scraping will automatically like pop up to the new tab, but since I just share screen the one tab, it won't show up. But if we click refresh here, it will pop up the result of the scraps, and then just export data CSV, and it will automatically scrape for the format CSV for Excel. And then moving on to the here for the Python via Jupyter Notebook. For the website, I choose the Pokemon Pokédex. Here there are multiple Pokemon. It's like let me check. I describe it here. Sorry. Eight. Sorry. Nah. I think it's here. Oh yeah. Okay. From here we can see that importing libraries as usual. As I told before, from the theory, there are requests, CSV, and beautiful soap, and then some markdown that are required for the practicum, and then respond here for request get insert the website, and then here it's not necessary, but it's used to show the HTML print response text status code text here. Soup beautiful soap response text default. It's just default coding for parsing HTML, and then here I choose table row because the ID for the Pokédex and the table here there. If we follow the practicum before, it located to the heading 3, and some class span and etc. But here you can find it in table tbody. Let me find it here. For example, there. Oh, there's many. Let me table. Now here, there are some div class table filters, and then here table ID Pokédex. Here from here you can scrape the Pokemon data, and then print here is land rows. It will print the sum of the Pokemon from land here, and then rows, and then there are here from the total, and for here I only choose 4 row in rows 201, and because 1000 is too I think it's too many to scrape. I only choose 201. Why 201? Because if it's 200, it's only scrape for 199. But because it's array, it starts from 0. But since I only scrape 200 Pokemon, so I choose 201. And then here there are number, name, type, total, and HP. From here calls to includes the number, name, type, and total HP from the Pokemon, and then result append here. And then for here number, it will be called again here from the looping for item and result until it's done. Here it will scrape until number 149. Here it will be scrape using the loopings, and then here with it's for the formatting for exporting to the CSV file, encoding UTF-8 with open Pokemon CSV as CSV file. It will be automatically saved as CSV in the same folder that you use here for the Jupyter. And then for the last one, just simply import pandas SPD as usual, and then call the DB PD read CSV to read the file of the CSV, and then just call DB to show the output. And here, as you can see, I scrape 200 Pokemon Bulbasaur until the Dragonite Dragonfly. I think it's all for my video. Thanks for watching.